here we go. The CIA is now getting in on the fun of modern, hip, cool lingo. And they're going to try to recruit using wokeness and identity politics and like young person jargon. Watch this.
When I was 17, I quoted Zora Neale Hurston's How It Feels to Be Colored Me in my college application essay. The line that spoke to me stated simply, I am not tragically colored. There is no sorrow dammed up in my soul nor lurking behind my eyes. I do not mind at all. At 17, I had no idea what life would bring, but Zora's sentiment articulated so beautifully how I felt as a daughter of immigrants then and now. Nothing about me was or is tragic. I am perfectly made. I can wax eloquent on complex legal issues in English while also belting Guayaquil de mis amores in Spanish. I can change a diaper with one hand and console a crying toddler with the other. I am a woman of color. I am a mom. I am a cisgender millennial who's been diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder. I am intersectional, but my existence is not a box-checking exercise. I am a walking declaration. A woman whose inflection does not rise at the end of her sentences, suggesting that a question has been asked. I did not sneak into CIA. My employment was not and is not the result of a fluke or slip through the cracks. I earned my way in, and I earned my way up the ranks of this organization. I am educated, qualified, and competent, and sometimes I struggle. I struggle feeling like I could do more, be more to my two sons, and I struggle leaving the office when I feel there's so much more to do. I used to struggle with imposter syndrome, but at 36, I refuse to internalize misguided patriarchal ideas of what a woman can or should be. I am tired of feeling like I'm supposed to apologize for the space I occupy rather than intoxicate people with my effort, my brilliance. I am proud of me, full stop. My parents left everything they knew and loved to expose me to opportunities they never had. Because of them, I stand here today a proud first-generation Latina and officer at CIA. I am unapologetically me. I want you to be unapologetically you, whoever you are. Know your worth. Command your space.
We knew this was coming. I told you this was coming. What do I tell you guys all the time? The establishment will always cave on the symbolism first because nothing hinges on the symbolism. You know, it's like that meme that went viral of you see a plane dropping bombs, and then you see the plane right next to it, another one dropping bombs, and that one has a Black Lives Matter sticker on it and the LGBTQ flag on it. And as long as those bombs are being dropped from that plane, they'll write on that plane whatever the hell you want them to write on that plane. They'll write Che Guevara fan club if you want. As long as the rich keep getting richer and the endless wars continue and we keep taking away people's civil liberties and locking them up at Guantanamo Bay with no due process, as long as that stuff continues, they'll say whatever you want. They'll be as goofy and Gen Z-like or millennial-like as you want. They'll use all the lingo in the world that you want them to use. Let's go through some of this. I mean, this is amazing. So first, there's the, I'm the daughter of immigrants thing. So in other words, the idea is, us, the CIA? We love immigrants. We love brown people. We love black people. We love diversity. We're so woke. You have no idea. They do the whole, she puffs up her own ego. By the way, nobody likes anybody who does that. You know what I mean? Like, when people say, I'm brilliant, I'm proud of me, anybody with a functioning brain is going to go, well, you're fucking weird and you need to stay away from me. Like, who likes somebody who sucks themselves off 24/7? Nobody likes that. That's just an ugly character trait. But there's a lot of I'm perfectly made, I'm brilliant, I'm proud of me. It's like, you know what it is? It's like the participation trophy culture shit. Like, you're a precious little snowflake and you're perfect just as you are. You don't need to change anything and we love you like this. It's participation trophy culture. That's what this is. And again, it's a pathetic attempt to pander to the younger generation to get them in at the CIA. Then you have, again, to highlight, we love people of color. Not only is she a daughter of immigrants, she's bilingual. I'm a strong woman of color, a mom, a cisgender millennial. Cisgender millennial. Then, this is one of the best parts. I have generalized anxiety disorder. Again, the idea of pandering to the younger generation, that because, the younger generation is much more open with mental health struggles, and a lot of times people use it becomes part of their identity, and they find a community in that identity. And so that's what they're doing here. Oh, we accept you, we love you as you are. By the way, it's hilarious that you say, I'm perfect as I am, but then you say I have generalized anxiety disorder. Wouldn't you feel more perfect, and wouldn't you be happier if you didn't have the generalized anxiety disorder? It's just, again, it's just trying to tap into a younger culture that they're unfamiliar with, but that they're exploiting for their own gain. They want this younger generation, this new generation, to think the CIA is awesome and to be down with the CIA and to get a job at the CIA, and so we can continue American imperialism and covert operations the world over forever. So she says she has generalized anxiety disorder. She says, of course she was going to use this word, I am intersectional. Another great part, I'm not just a box ticker for my identity. Literally, that's exactly what you're doing in this entire video. The whole thing is like, let me tell you about the gloriousness of me. Let me tell you about me, because I'm so precious and special. Me. That's what this is. And then after you list off all the things about you that you think are so wonderful, you go, I'm not just box ticking for my identity. That's literally exactly what you're doing. That's all that you're doing. Just intersectional. By the way, no actual person in the real world uses that term unironically. It just doesn't happen. In elitist liberal academic circles, they might talk about this shit, but that's not a normal common person. It's not. There is nobody who's working a 9-to-5 and trying to pay the fucking bills who's also, thinking about intersectionality and being cisgender. That doesn't happen. On top of bringing up intersectionality, she brings up the patriarchy. So now do you see what's going on here? And by the way, this is not going to stop. So this is the CIA's doing it, the FBI's going to do it, the Democratic Party has been doing it for the longest time. I'm not for Medicare for all. I'm not for free college. I'm not for a living wage. I'm not for ending the wars. I'm not for ending the drug war and freeing the nonviolent drug offenders. I'm not for any of the actual policies that are important and would fix the country and make everything better. But I will say the word intersectional, and I will give you my pronouns in my bio, and I will create an identity around my generalized anxiety disorder and make you feel like I'm relatable. I will, say I'm on the LGBTQ spectrum, or I'm cisgender, or, I believe in diversity, and I have people of color in my family, or I'm a person of color. They will give you everything when it comes to labels, social issues, symbolism, because that's, you know what this is? They feel like if we say these things and we speak the cultural jargon, they're going to assume, their values are like my values. Even though, again, on actual substance, the CIA is full of criminals. The whole idea is to be a criminal organization. Overthrow democratically elected governments, for example. This is stuff that still goes on. Undermine democratically elected governments that we don't like. Be like the paramilitary wing of the American corporatocracy. Like, this is what it is. And of course, the point of the Republican Party and the Democratic Party, to varying degrees, is fully represent corporate America and billionaires and special interests, and that's who you legislate for. So how do you sell to young people, hey, you should like me, and I like you, and I'm part of the same culture. You tap in to the stuff that's meaningless, that means nothing, that doesn't challenge power by any stretch of the imagination. In no way, shape, or form does this challenge power. So you fully grasp that, fully buy into that, and then you continue the status quo and business as usual. That's what it is. That's the trick. In the same way that what do they do on the right? For the longest time, what they did on the right was, I'm a Christian, I'm evangelical, I'm fundamentalist, I'm against gay marriage, I'm against abortion, I'm pro-gun, I'm going to be for everything you want me to be for when it comes to social issues and when it comes to cultural stuff. But don't you dare tell me to cross my donors. Don't you dare tell me to raise taxes on the wealthy. Don't you dare tell me to raise taxes on corporations. Don't you dare tell me to look out for working people. Hey, I'm already caving 100% on the symbolism, or I'm already caving 100% on the social issues, on the cultural stuff. I'm giving you the veneer of cultural agreement so I can continue the status quo and business as usual and continue fucking you over. That's the way the right does it. The way the left does it, you're seeing it now. And by the way, it's hilarious that the CIA is doing the Democratic Party trick. I believe in diversity. I'm strong, I'm proud. I'm a daughter of immigrants, I'm a woman of color, I'm perfectly made. I'm proud of me. I'm a cisgender millennial. I have generalized anxiety disorder. I'm intersectional. I despise the patriarchy. And by the way, my main job is going to be to press the button on the drones that blows up innocent people overseas. That's what it is. That's what we're talking about now. We're going to continue a neoconservative foreign policy. We're going to continue imperialism. We're going to continue rampant corruption and corporatism. But I will put it in a nice Gen Z-friendly package. I can't wait until the day the CIA puts an anime avatar on Twitter. Because that day's probably coming based on this video, that's for damn sure.